Only got a few more tier lists left. Today, we're going to be going over all the center fielders in Major League Baseball. Probably should have done this earlier in the year now that most of these teams are not playing, but also allows me to have a take, and it can't really change based on how they play over the next few weeks because most of these guys' seasons are over. But first, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the #1 ticketing app, and with over 28 million downloads, I think the proof is in the numbers. There are more than 70,000 events every single day that you can find and buy tickets to on SeatGeek, whether that's concerts, baseball games, basketball games, football games. There's so many sports and different events going on. SeatGeek is the place to buy your tickets. And as you guys know, the Diamondbacks just made the World Series. They're playing the Rangers. I'm going to be going to a bunch of games in Arizona. I'm looking on SeatGeek for the best tickets possible. And luckily, they make it easy to find the best deals. So if you're like me and you want to catch the World Series or maybe even catch the beginning of the NBA season, NFL's still going on, you got to make sure you're using SeatGeek. And what's great about SeatGeek is that they have a SeatGeek score that tells you whether or not you're getting a good deal on your tickets. If you're seeing red SeatGeek scores in the lower numbers, that means not good. Probably avoid those. But when you see that green, it means buy. Those are good deals. Those are tickets that you want to get. And it makes the user experience that much easier and convenient when buying tickets to a game. Not to mention, SeatGeek has a buyer guarantee so that you feel safe and comfortable buying tickets to any event. So of course, I got a special deal for you guys at home. Use the code Giraffe at checkout on SeatGeek and save $20 off your first order. That's right, $20 off your first order on SeatGeek using promo code Giraffe. Link will be in the description. You can download the app and use my code Giraffe to save $20 off. Thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. So let's get going right into it. Alek Thomas up first of the Arizona Diamondbacks, one of the few players that is still playing currently. Shout out to the Diamondbacks moving on to the next round. Alek Thomas is a great defender, someone at the plate who's gotten better, I think, as the year's gone on. Like, he's had some hot stretches in there, but realistically, it's just not very good at the plate. So I think for me, oh, wow, it's tough. He does play really good defense. I think I'm going to put him in average right now. I think he's just kind of like elite defender, okay bat, pretty much an average player. Like, he's replaceable. I mean, everything in my body is telling me to put Brandon Nimmo in elite, especially like when you're looking at the outfielders. Center fielders in Major League Baseball just does things better than most. Top 5 in home runs among center fielders this year in baseball at 24. Sneaky 24 home runs for Brandon Nimmo. He was 4th in F4, only behind J-Rod, Luis Robert, and TJ Friedl. I want to put him in elite, but you know what? I won't. He is all-star because there are some guys that I just named that are a little bit better than Brandon Nimmo, but boy, oh boy, he is so good. On-base machine, great defense in center field. He's the complete package, and so happy he's on the Mets forever. Brenton Doyle, great athlete, super good athlete, great center fielder, but he is so abysmal at the plate. I'm just going to put him in backup platoon. I think that's probably what he is. Like, it's the Rockies, it's Colorado. He does make great plays out in center field, but it's just not enough for me to care about his 203 average with a 593 OPS. Like, that's just pretty bad. Love me some Cedric Mullins. Good center fielder, pretty solid at the plate, about average. Like, he's definitely not that 2021 version of him that we saw, because now it's been 2 years of being about a league average hitter and a better than average, I guess, center fielder. So I'm going to put him in solid. I do love Cedric Mullins. Shout out to my Crohn's guy. Overall, good player, solid, good part of this Orioles team. What do I do with Chas McCormick? Chas McCormick is low-key really good. Low-key really good. He's had a great year, 22 homers, 70 RBIs, and 842 OPS. Feels crazy to put him in all-star. It probably feels more realistic to put him in solid. Like, he doesn't realistically play every day, so can he really be an all-star? So I'm going to put him in solid right now. I think that's where he belongs, but he has the opportunity. Maybe if he plays more, he'll be better, or maybe this is what makes him great, is that he doesn't have to play every single day. I don't know. You Astros fans, you can yell at me in the comments. Is it crazy to say that Cody Bellinger goes right into the elite category? Like, is that insane? Truthfully, he does line up more with Brandon Nimmo than he would like a J-Rod, Mike Trout, those guys. So I think I am going to put him in all-star right now. Had a phenomenal year. Of course, just like we're not going to overreact to when he was horrendous. We're not going to overreact to when he was a stud this season. 26 homers, 300 average, 881 OPS. Of course, he's great out in center field defensively. You have an argument for both of these guys, but if one of them goes, both of them goes in elite, and I think that's probably why they stay in all-star. Overall, what a phenomenal year from Cody Bellinger. Super happy for him. Someone who was so good, struggled a lot, seems like he's back. Jack Suwinski feels exactly like a solid center fielder. Pretty good in center field, pretty good at the plate. He's a StatCast beast. You look at his Baseball Savant page, you get excited because he does a lot of the things that are exciting well, like hit the ball hard, runs fast, pretty good glove, good exit velos. But the numbers at the end of the day are just kind of solid. Again, like, I mean, 800 OPS is actually really good. Oh, it's close. I think I'm going to put him in solid for now, though. again, he just doesn't feel like he's with Brandon Nimmo and Cody Bellinger right now. I believe this is Jacob Young, who really didn't get a chance to play much. Victor Robles is really their center fielder, but like, who cares about him? With all due respect to Jacob Young, just gonna put him in backup platoon. Like, he's whatever. Haven't seen enough to make me go, whoa, who is this guy? James Outman, great rookie season, awesome rookie year, finished with an OPS again, right around 800 at 790, good in center field, overall good player. He had some ups and downs. He had some peaks and valleys. It was a roller coaster of a season. Doesn't mean I don't think he can get to All-Star or Elite, but I think right now he also goes in solid. Just a very good center fielder. Needs to see a little more. It was his rookie year. He's going to be fine. Another guy who's going to go in solid, I really was pumped to see how well Jarren Duran played this year. Of course, season cut short due to injuries, only got 300 at-bats, but in those 300 at-bats, 828 OPS, stole 24 bases, OPS plus at 121, and of course, he's a great center fielder. Dude's a freak athlete. So I'm really glad to see that he played well. Hope he comes back soon from injury, nice and healthy, because he could be a very good part of this Red Sox future. Weird to say at age 27, but I mean, we're hitting his prime right now and he's playing like it. What do I do with Jason Dominguez? Do I overreact to how incredibly well he played, or do I kind of take it back a notch, rile up some Yankee fans, and just say he's solid? I'm going to be a little bit crazy. I'm going to say Jason Dominguez goes an all-star. I was really impressed with what we saw in the extremely small sample size. I mean, the dude was hitting a home run in 12% of the at-bats that he had. But I'm down to overreact to Jason Dominguez because he just did a lot of things that make you go, oh, this guy's legit. Yep, the Martian has landed. He is here. At 20 years of age, he looked really comfortable. I don't know what's going to happen with the Tommy John surgery, how it's going to play out next year, but I think right now I would be pretty aggressive in how good Jason Dominguez is going to be. What a weird prospect career he's had, too. So much hype, died down, he's back, he's sick. Old Jazz Chisholm actually ended up being pretty solid in center field. Played a really good center field. At the plate, though, wasn't that great this year. Was about a league average hitter, maybe a little bit better with that good defense. I'm going to put him in solid. Again, he feels like all these guys trying to wait for that breakout, trying to wait for that big year where you're like, oh, there it is. There's that season. Like, he was doing it last year, but it was only 60 games, only 97 again this year. I'm going to keep him in solid. Super impressed with what I've seen from Johan Rojas, another guy who's a great center fielder, pretty good at the plate. He doesn't really walk a lot, but he hit 302 in about 150 at-bats this year. Showed enough pop that makes me think that maybe he could hit a few more home runs than 10. And once he got Nick Castellanos, so I'm buttoning those buttons, he started playing even better. He's going to go in solid as well, which is starting to make me think that maybe some of these guys are average, but I'll put him in solid for now because he's playing well. J-Rod, welcome to the first of the elite club of center fielders. Defensively, offensively, everything that J-Rod does, he's disgusting. I mean, he almost single-handedly brought the Mariners back to the postseason this year. I'm rocking his jersey. Been a huge fan of J-Rod's ever since he got that big prospect notoriety. Got to interview him back in 2019, 2020. I mean, whatever year it was so sick. He was 18, and he was the man. Yeah, J-Rod, 30 homers, 30 doubles, 100 RBIs, 30 stolen bases with an 818 OPS this year. I know the OPS isn't that much higher than a Nimmo or Bellinger, but he is definitely in a different tier than those guys. He's so sick. And he's only 22. Kevin Kiermaier. I mean, listen, solid Kevin Kiermaier. I'll never forget, went to the World Series. There was these young Tampa Bay Rays fans, and they were like, Kevin Kiermaier. They loved him. Great defensively. That hasn't changed one bit. He's still one of the best, if not the best, defensive center fielders in all of baseball. And he hit league average this year with the Blue Jays in about 400 at-bats. That's huge. That's huge production out of Kevin Kiermaier. Very useful player. Super good center fielder. Kyle Isbell. Yeah, I mean, defensively, he's pretty good. At the plate, not so much. He was elite, though, out in center field, and just being able to have that glove puts you in average. Just because, you might not be able to bring anything to the plate, but when you're hitting ninth, you're not going to freak out about it, and if you're playing that elite center field defense, it's kind of huge. It's the shortstop of the outfield. Covering that ground is so important. Nootbaar, Lars Nootbaar. What do I do with you, Lars? You know where he goes. He goes in solid. I mean, again, on-base machine. 100 points higher than his batting average. Very cool. I think he's going to be getting even better and better as the years go on. We're seeing him improve. He hasn't really yet put together that true, fully healthy 162-game season. Whenever he does, I think the numbers will be even better. You're looking at a guy who could have 20-plus homers, 25, 30 doubles a year, 70 RBIs, playing good defense in center field with an 800 OPS. That could get into the all-star category at some point. Lawrence Butler. Didn't see a lot of him. Not going to lie, wasn't impressed by what I did see. He's an incredible athlete. Crazy stuff. There's definitely room for growth in this guy's game. Right now, I'm going to put him in backup platoon, and that's just kind of how we're going to roll with it. Leody Taveras is average. I don't really care if the numbers are going to disagree with me. Just watching this guy play, solid in center field. He's okay at the plate. Maybe he doesn't fit as much with Alec Thomas and Kyle Isbell, who are more elite defenders with bad bats, but I feel like he's just kind of fine, and I don't know. He had such a hot month. I don't know what to do with Leote. I mean, he actually was kind of sick. All right, fine. We'll put him in solid. We'll put him in solid. Everyone's a solid center fielder. I'm getting soft on you guys. Luis Matos. I like Luis Matos. I'm putting him in average. I know the numbers weren't great. I know we kind of almost lost that position a little bit, but I think Luis Matos is going to be a very, very capable major league center fielder, and that's kind of what this average spot feels like. Luis Robert. He's going in elite. Disgusting, ridiculous, so good. Any of the adjectives to describe him to be elite, that's exactly what I would do. Great in center field defensively. Just an absolute brick house of a human. I mean, this guy is so friggin' huge. Absolutely jacked. Crushes baseballs. Ton of home runs this year. And I can't stress enough how much it hurts his development that he plays for the stupid Chicago White Sox. But to put up 38 homers and 857 OPS this year with that team, with no protection, Lou Bob is disgusting. Manuel Margot. Yeah, he's average. He's average. You could put him out there. He's going to give you fine defense in center field, fine offense at the plate. Like, he is so boring. I'm so done with Manuel Margot. I don't want to talk about him anymore. I've had enough. Michael Harris feels perfect. Feels perfect to go into this all-star category. Jason Dominguez feels a little crazy here, but I don't really care. I don't care. Michael Harris, though, I think this is a good spot for him. We've now seen a couple years of him being an above-average hitter, great defense out in center field, and he started the year out slow and ended up finishing with an 808 OPS. So, yeah, Michael Harris, stud, great player. Part of that crazy young core of the Braves that I just gotta hate. Gotta hate them as a Mets fan. Sucks. God. Michael A. Taylor, elite defense, bad at the plate. That's what it is. Average. I don't want to say too much more, but 21 home runs. Sneaky 21 home runs. Honestly, no, I'm going to keep him in average. I swear, it feels better. Feels better with him there. Mike Trout, don't care. He's elite. He's elite. He's elite. He's still elite. The problem is Mike Trout just doesn't play baseball that much anymore. I'm begging him to ask for a trade this offseason because the Angels said they would consider it. And I'd love to see Mike Trout go somewhere else, get away from the Angels, who are also stupid, go to a winning team, have a chance to win. Maybe he can be healthy because when he is, he's so good. He only played 82 games this year and had 18 homers, 14 doubles, 44 RBIs, 858 OPS, and what was the worst season of his career by far. Still elite. I'm going to give him one more shot. If he does get hurt again and his numbers go down again, then we start to consider a change, but I'm not there yet. Miles Straw, backup platoon. I don't care how good he is defensively. I don't. This guy hits the ball just as hard as I can. That's a problem. I'm 5'9", 165, soaking wet. My max exit velo with like a metal bat's like 93. Miles Straw is about the same. I'm putting him in backup platoon. I don't care. And if Cleveland fans, you care, too bad. Get over it yourselves. So I think Riley Green is going to be, like, as long as he's healthy next year, everything is good. I think he's going to be one of the 10 best center fielders in the game. Might be one of the 10 best center fielders in the game right now. I don't think I can put him in All-Star. We just saw like a very nice year out of him. You know what? I am. Wow. Yeah, I'm putting him in all. Am I putting Riley Green in All-Star? 800 OPS, 11 homers, and 400 at-bats. I want to put Riley Green in All-Star, but I'll just put him at the top of solid. He's solid. He's solid. He's not there at All-Star just yet. I'm going to pump the brakes, even though I'm such a big Riley Green fan. He's so good. What do I do about TJ Friedl? What do I do about TJ Friedl? I don't know. I don't know why I skipped Sal Frelick, but we're just going to talk about TJ, I guess, then. What do I do with him? Do I give TJ Friedl like just some crazy respect here? Do I say he's an all-star caliber center fielder? Great defensively. He hits the ball so soft. That's the one thing, but elite chase rate, elite whiff rate, elite K rate. He's a bit of a great American ballpark merchant. I'm going to put him in solid. I'm going to put him in solid as well. You go ahead, Leote, even though this doesn't matter, but I'm going to put you in solid as well. He's a little bit of a great American ballpark merchant. You put him in other ballparks, probably doesn't have the power numbers, which then raises the OPS. Like 118 OPS plus. Oh, man, he's good. He's good. We might change this. We'll see. Everybody and their mother's solid right now. Sal Frelick. Sal Frelick's average right now to me. I might be a Sal Frelick hater, and I don't mean to come off as one, but I just can't not see Brett Gardner when this guy plays. And Brett Gardner had a great major league career. I think Sal Frelick will too. Just realized I've been calling him Frelick. It's Frelick. I don't know why I'm doing this. I think I went to school with someone whose last name was Frelick. But there's just not a lot of power here. He's an on-base guy. He plays a good center field. He's Brett Gardner, average. And then Trent Grisham. I mean, I'm done with Trent Grisham. I've had enough. I'm tired of this dude. He's just not ever going to hit that potential we thought he was. He's just not having those big years. Yeah, he's good in center field. Yeah, he gets on base still. He has some games, but like, I'm so tired of Trent Grisham playing every single day and just not getting better. Someone put him in backup platoon, and you can get mad about it in the comments. Yeah, I feel good with this. I feel good with this tier list. I want to know what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. Yell at me, applaud me, praise me. That would be nice. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, as well as subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the content coming at you. Follow me on all my social media at GiraffeNeckMarc. Links are in the description. That's where I'll wrap up today's video. You know the drill from here on out. YouTube recommends you watch this video. This is my most recent upload, so click through those if you have not yet seen them. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another video. Bye.